Hello, it's Jack, and welcome back to something completely different, Electrician Simulator. It's written by Take It Studios. It came out in September 2022. It's on offer on Steam right now at 40% off, so it's €10 and 79 cents. Anyway, what you are literally, as the name states, you are an electrician, and this is a simulation of that being an electrician. It's quite a bit of fun. I'll give you a quick lowdown. You've got a garage here. This is your truck. This is where you go and drive to jobs. You don't actually drive, literally. You just arrive at the job. You've got a computer here, which is emails and your shop, if you like, your store, where you can buy stuff. This VR headset, you do not need a VR headset to play this game. This VR headset is for when you're doing your certificate training. Well, I'll come to more of that in a little bit. And then we have your workshop here with the workbench where you can do more detailed work on specific bits of equipment that you get from customers. Maybe it's a controller or a radio or a smoke detector or something like that. Anyway, everything is governed through the laptop here. So yeah, pretty much everything. So this is where you'll get all your bits, and this is also where you go into your emails to accept jobs and all that stuff. You'll have to excuse me, I'm still full of a cold again. Anyway, so this job's come through, and I must say this whole game has some really good stories, and they kind of intertwine with each other depending on the jobs that you do and the jobs that you complete. But let me just give you a quick example, excuse me, of one of the jobs where someone's got a console, who's found this console and it doesn't work. Can I do anything about it? The battery, apparently that should be battery, is dead. So if you were to accept that, okay, we've now got the availability to use the workbench, and as you can see, the item is here already. There's tutorials are still coming up because I've started a new game. But anyway, and I've also just completed the first certificate, but I'll come to a little bit more about that in a minute. So you've got the device, you can test it. Obviously, it's going to be faulty because it's just arrived, right? Okay, gives you a little beep beep. Yeah. Now, notice down here that you don't have any of these tools that you actually need to do a lot of these jobs. Most importantly is obviously the screwdriver, but you get the soldering iron that becomes available because, right, you've got, are you sure I want to upgrade this? No, I don't. And then you've also got some tweezers, and then you've got this multimeter, and also the spray can, like WD-40 if you like, to loosen things up. But because I've very little cash, I think like I've got, I don't know actually, to be fair, I've got, where's my money? Where's my cash? $200. I don't want to do that just yet. That will just remain there until I've got enough cash to buy the screwdriver and everything else. So I'll get on with the first job, and it's literally some guy saying, I can't, in my bathroom, I need the lights fixing the light switch. Hope it won't be too much problem. Can you take care of it? Yes, I can. It gives you here what items it suggests you take with you, okay? So it's saying, look, to this job, you need a screwdriver and you need a bulb. Now it's saying you need one bulb, and I don't own any here, and it's saying I also don't own the screwdriver, so I need to buy that. I thought I did own that. No, I don't, obviously. So you add everything to the cart, okay, and then you come down here and do a buy all, right, and that will give you everything you need, a screwdriver and one bulb for that job. But that screwdriver, then you own it for the rest of the game, obviously. Yes, I do want to buy those items, and now I can highlight the truck. No, did I accept the job or not? No, I didn't accept the job yet. Then you've got to accept the job and say thank you very much. Wonderful. Right, first job, and then we jump into the truck and off we go. Do you want to start the job? Yes, thank you, I do. Now, the graphics on this I think are pretty good, especially in the houses that you get to, because they're quite well detailed, and I quite enjoy it. So here we go. Now, what are we doing? What are we doing? We've got to check the bulb in the kitchen, apparently. Now, first off the bat, when you go and try and open doors, you can't. You're not allowed to. Some things are interactive. Oh, he's left me some pie, look. Is that lasagna? Lovely. I mean, look at the details on the outside. I mean, that's pretty cool, isn't it, eh? And the ambient noise and sounds and everything. If you try and go to this door, it'll say, do you want to go back to the office? No, I don't. Ba 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 ba. Door here, that's closed, and this must be the bathroom, and yes, it is. You see, it is very similar to how House Flipper is laid out. I don't think the graphics are as sharp as House Flipper, but anyway, it's still pretty darn good. So I've got to check the lamp and check the light switch. Now, that lamp there is the one I'm assuming I need to replace the bulb with, but first of all, as any good electrician will do, he needs to switch off the power. Very, very simple. This is the master switch here. So if that's green, that means it's safe. That means that all these you don't need to turn off individually because you've flicked the master circuit breaker, whatever it's called, the fuse. So I could have done this without turning the power off, and basically this, I just need to go to the tool menu, and then I can take out that one, and you can see in slot 3 now it's broken. Switch to slot 2 and put this bulb in, and then we're good. So it's checked off up here, as you can see. Check the lamp and change the bulb. Great. Now I'm assuming that this switch here, well, nothing's going to work now, is it? Because I've just turned the power off. But I'm assuming it's this switch connects to this one, right? As you get further into this game, you actually get to be able to do a few more bits and pieces. But what I can show you here is when you press the tab key here, okay, you can enable the cable layering system, and you can also enable cable detector. Right, now this is pretty good, this actually. So now it's showing me all the cables in the wall, right, of where the power is, where the cables are actually running to. Now if I turn the power back on, you can see it's all over the house, and this is so cool in this game. When I turn the power back on, it actually shows me where all the power is running to and from. So if I go back in here, I can see that the power is running to this switch, and if I turn it on, there's no power. So whichever way I switch, that switch is knackered, broken, as I should say. So you need to go back over here. This gets a bit of a pain, but it's, you know, it's kind of realistic that you've got to keep turning the power on and off so you don't get fried. Now to do this, basically I'm going to go into the tool mode again, and I like this. You can spin this around and everything. I must be a vampire because I can't see myself in the mirror. Anyway, so take this off. There's these two little screws here. Select the screwdriver, which is in the one slot for your inventory. Bear in mind you can press I to bring up all your inventory, and then you can move stuff between inventory and what's available to you. You've only ever got 3 slots that's available to you at any given point in the game, so you have to switch your inventory around. So you can see here, you know, the wires are not even connected. Very, very straightforward. This is showing you up here that this is the electrical coming into the house. This is where the power to the bulb needs to go, and it says this is L1 electricity. So we select that, we shove it in here, in that one, put the screw back in, and the same for this one here. Move it around a little bit, shove that in there, put the screw back in, and when you've done it, when you've completed it, it'll let you know that you get that little ding, which is nice to tell you that you know you've got it right, kind of thing. Okay, shove that in, and we're good to go. Now, last things to do. Everything's checked off on the checklist, as you can see, apart from checking to make sure the lamp now works. Oh, I love that scenery out there. You know, I think they've gone above and beyond, you know, to really make this feel like a quite immersive game, and I do thoroughly enjoy it. I think it's a bargain at €10, and it is quite detailed in depth of the gameplay and also the story mode. Anyway, I'm talking a lot, so let's just see if that. There you go. So all I need to do now is go back to the office, and it'll reward me. And you can bear in mind, if you go back to the office before you complete the job, right? When you come back, it won't be in the same state that you left it. It kind of resets back to the beginning again. So don't go back to the office. And sometimes, and I'll give you a tip here, make sure you've got plenty of cables for some of the big jobs, because if you run out of cable, you can't buy it without going back to the office. In some cases, there might be a computer in the house. Anyway, so he's saying thank you very much, thank you, yes, very, la la la, and that's it. And I get a bit of cash. $200, like $120. Yeah. So here we are, back in the room. Now I've got a bit more cash, I can actually do the this one here. So I could literally buy this little screwdriver here, which is what I need apparently. And as you can see, I also need this WD-40 because I've got a screw here that won't come out, so I need to buy that as well. Now when you buy this, this is quite clever, so it's going to cost you $25, and then it's got a usage on it. So the more you use it, the can will empty, and it's also the same with the soldering iron as well. So just, you know, as you can see, it's dropped down now to 98%. So you've got literally 100 uses before it'll, you know, be completely empty. I'll just show this real quick. I'm not going to go through the whole thing, but it's quite nice the way they've done it. Take that off, and then you've got the front bit. And if you need a tip to what to take off next, it actually highlights what you can take off next, which is also quite nice if you get stuck. I mean, you can take off all of this, as you can see. Now he just said it was probably a flat battery. I can zoom right into this. I mean, look at the detailing on this. It's pretty clever, isn't it? It's not bad at all. And then when you've got all the bits in the box over here, you can actually check to see if they're good or not. So if you're going to control a battery, I say inspect it, and it tells me it's broken. Okay, so I need to buy a new one for that, so that's obvious. So I'd come down here and say, right, okay, replace it. It's going to cost me $6. Do I want it? Yes, thank you very much. I think that's probably all that's actually broken on this one, if my memory serves me correctly. But again, to check some of these, for example, if I wanted to check this chip here, or take the chip off, I would have to, I don't think I can actually take it off anyway, but I would need the soldering iron to do that. And does it say yes, do you want to upgrade it? Well, no, I don't right now, because I might need that money that I've got in the bank to buy some other bits for the next job. Now, this is in disassembly mode. I'm going to go into assembly mode now, and I'm literally going to get the back case, put that on. I'm going to get my battery, which should be controller battery. Where did I put that? Oh, damn. I think I need to do that and that, don't I? Yes, I do. And then, what's it saying to put in first? Okay, it's saying put those back in first. So that's the direction and keyboard cover, I guess. Why am I taking it off? Oh, assembly. That's what we need. Put that back on. Put that on. And then the battery. That's the battery that goes in there. Plug that in there. And then what's it saying? What's the next thing? Front case. Okay, back case. Sorry. So that goes on there. Option buttons. What the hell is the option tip? Oh, these two. Okay, that's that. And then front case. There we go. Put the screws back in, which I should all be on the screwdriver. Bang, bang, bang. Now they get more complicated, obviously, and you get all sorts. You get hair dryers and all sorts of good stuff. Oh, it did come on. Test device. Indeed, indeed. So we send that off and we say send item back, and I get paid $60 for that, and that's not bad. Well, considering that to buy the WD-40 and everything else. Okay, so anyway, let's further ado. This will be a very short video because I will do a series on this to make it a bit more fun. When also got into the nitty gritties of the game, as I should say. So what you need to do now is I've got my first certificate. By the way, I've called myself Shocking here. That is my company name and that is my company logo, which you do that when you first start the game. So I think that's also a nice little touch. Okay, but what we're looking at here is the electrical certificate 2 that you need to take. And these are the things that you need to do now. It's a VR certificate, so it's virtual reality, so you don't have to go anywhere. You literally accept this, right? Do that, and then you'll pick up your VR headset. Bear in mind, you don't need a physical VR headset in real life to do this. Do you want to begin the VR training? And I think there's 3 certificates that you need to do, and each one gets progressively a little bit more difficult, but you need that certificate before you're able to do the other jobs. So, as you can see here, if I just press the tab again, it's going to show me the wires, and it's going to show me where the electricity is running from. I need to repair the single socket and repair the double socket. Okay, that's pretty straightforward. So first off the bat, we just need to literally turn off the main fuse, and you need to complete this to get your certificate, right? So I'll just do the first one and show you how it works. I mean, it's pretty straightforward. It says repair the single socket. Well, that's a double down there, and there's a single. So which single is it that I need to repair? So let's just go back here. Let's just turn the power back on. Let's plug this. I don't know if I can plug this in or not. Yes, I can. Let's just plug the TV into there. Okay, that's not see, that's not working from that one. So if I take this one out, plug it into this one down here, not working. If I then take, will it reach? Will it reach? Okay, so that plugs good down there, right? That's not so bad. So I can just unplug that now. So it's just these 2 sockets I need to do. So let me just show you how you do this real quick. You turn off the power first of all. If you don't turn off the power, you'll get shocked. You don't die, but you get shocked. And if you get shocked 10 times, you get an award, which I think is pretty good. Okay, so it's the same as the one we just did in the bathroom before, to be fair. So you come in here. Yes, we know that. Yes, go away. You can watch the tutorial video, which I don't need to get rid of that. So that's taken that off. There's one screw in the middle. Oh, I need to go and get my virtual screwdriver, which is over here. They've given me 2 screwdrivers here, medium, oh, and a voltage tester. Okay, cool. Oh, I could have just used the voltage tester, to be fair, on checking to see which one was working, but I did it the old-fashioned way. Okay, so there'll be a little screw in here. I'll switch to my Phillips screwdriver, take that out, take this off, and then take this out. Okay, we can see here, see this is red? it's saying that these are in the wrong position. So someone's put this together, some numpty's put it together, and it's obviously done it in the wrong order. Now, I know the right order. The blue one needs to go here. There you go. See, it's gone grey, which means it's good. And then the earth needs to go in the middle. And then this brown one, which is the dangerous one, goes here. I get the little ding, tells me I've done it all right. I'm missing a screw, which is here. Excuse me, like I said, I've still got a bit of a cold. Okay, let's shove that back in, and you can zoom in and out on this as well. Now that should be good. I'm not going to test it right now, but what I'll do is I'll do the next plug, and I'll come back, and you'll be able to see me get my certificate. Okay, so bear with me. Okay, so that was pretty straightforward. Now I should be able to turn the power on, make it red so it's danger. That one we can test with the TV, because I need to test the sockets now. So you just pick this up here, and then take it like a weird dangerous snake kind of thing, and then just plug that in. Does that work? Yes, it does. Fine, let's turn that off. That one works. Let's plug the lamp into this one, so hopefully it's got a bulb in it. Let's just plug that into there. Oh, it was already turned on, so that's done. Now we need to test the single socket. Because I turned this off, it unchecked it. I need to turn that on again. Okay, now to plug the fan in, I don't know why. It must be stuck to the floor or something, right? But you can't pick it up. You can't do anything with it. Let me just turn that off for a sec, it's annoying me. Right, so you've got to take this extension lead, plug it into there, take this, and then take this. Oh, wait, is that as far as it goes? Oh, no. God, that was dangerous, wasn't it? And we should, excuse me, we should be able to then plug this in. Plug this in, that's a long cable, into there. I don't know why we need to do this, to be fair, but we do, and then we need to turn this on here. A bit panickety. Maybe that was turning it off. I don't remember. Now let's just turn this. Oh, there we go. Now we just need to turn the TV back on to say that we've tested this, even though we've tested it before. It needs to be on, and then so they've got the mission accomplished. So what happens now is you leave the VR session, and you will actually get your certificate. And that means you can do extra jobs. So press any button, and there's a certificate for shocking. You see, it's pretty cool, isn't it? It's quite an in-depth game, and there's a lot of detail in here. I didn't get any cash for that. I just got experience, and as you get more experience in the reputation meter up there, then you get extra jobs to do, additional jobs. So what you will find out at some point, it's nice and daylight right outside, yeah. So you've got these lovely windows letting light in. What you do figure out when you come back to this workshop at some point in the evening, you figure out that you actually don't have any lights in this building at all, and so you will have to do your own lighting at some point in your own garage to, buy some wire and put it up through there and all the rest of it. But the next certificate you get teaches you how to do that and all that good stuff. So you can see here I've now got a couple of more jobs to do about, these are ones where you accept a piece of equipment to fix. And then, of course, the guy from the bathroom lights is saying, I want a different bulb putting in. And then, again, these story orders start to come in every single time you complete one, you'll get a new one coming in. Just some food for thought here. Keep an eye on the sales, which is the sales in the shop, when you can get great discounts. For example, this is normally $15, it's now down to $2, so I would generally buy that when it's on offer, because on some jobs you never actually know all the equipment that you need. It might say this is the suggested items that we think you need, but sometimes it can catch you out, and you might just need that extension or an extra light bulb or something. Anyway, that's pretty much it. So if you like this and you'd like to see more gameplay with more detailed scenarios and some of the really cool jobs that you get, then drop a comment, drop me a like, and again, if you feel like subscribing to the channel, which really helps me out. My aim this year is to try to get to 1,000 subscribers. Isn't that amazing? But anyway, that's one of my New Year's resolutions. Anyway, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for listening, and I'll catch you again soon. Jack is out.